Hey everybody, welcome to BombSquad. I'm Dan Stacy, and you're about to witness my nerdy family and I use silly voices and exploding dice to tell a good story. And as always, we like to announce we live stream Wednesdays 9 p.m. Eastern, doing the themed collaboration month. The themed collaboration, every month we do a theme with the interplanar crossroads, and we talk about it around the hearth on his channel, and then on our channel we build a one-shot and foundry based on those discussions, and we play them in live streams with some of our locals and Patreon supporters. So if you want to join our forest and become a part of those live streams, we'd love to have you there. The other Wednesdays we are doing After Quest, the people who brought you Outlaws of 𝒂𝒂💣, and we are now in Knights of New Seattle. We'll probably be coming close to the end, so I have no idea. I hope it's great. Comment below where we are.
Tell me if Paul's still rolling really well.
Tell me if Paul's still alive.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Paul, comment below.
Paul, comment below. All right. So I think that's the only things we have to announce right now. We've got to get into some role play because it was an intense... Anyways, let's dive into the role-playest episode of BombSquad.
Slightly less intense episode.
All right, of BombSquad. All right, let's dive into the slightliest episode of BombSquad.
Demeter's back in.
We dive back in. All right. Some good bonus content, guys. Well done, everybody. Shh, quiet. You know what to do. Locals, Patreon, links below. All right. Where we left off, we're picking up slightly later in time as you guys arrive back at the Greenwood Estate. You are now effectively under house arrest with the dwarves that are currently come here from the mountains, being basically your... they will be in trouble if you guys make any problems.
Are they camping outside because there's no room in the house?
Yes. No, they have their own place. They have their
Them
own
and
place,
half the
basically.
kids camping outside.
Yes.
Demeter's going to work it out along with Lady Greenwood with the council to say you guys will be staying here at the Greenwood Estate. The dwarves do accept full responsibility for all of you.
So
time.
who are these dwarves? They're not Horizon.
No, they are from the Great Arm, from the 𝒂𝒂💣. Demeter is one. He's representing his clan. And then Tatiana is at the Greenwood Estate when you arrive. So we'll have to have them move it. So those two are the ones at the Greenwood Estate. There's a few others that came with them.
What is their relationship to the Horizon? Like, why are they working together?
They were only... Well, we can RP that, actually.
Okay.
You can ask Demeter about that.
Yes, I would like to do that.
So, let's dive back in. But yeah.
Demeter and Tatiana's episode of BombSquad.
Let's do Tatiana really quick, and then we'll come to that with Demeter. As you guys are coming in, everybody's there. Tatiana comes to you first, running in. So Tatiana, do you want to describe her? Because she's your friend. How did you picture her? Because I don't know if we've actually talked too much about it.
I don't have like a specific description.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna do. She's about 4 foot, a little slighter frame for a dwarf, and she has very long hair that's done up. It probably would go down to her feet if she didn't have it all done up and kept up. And she wears very simple robes. She has like darker, like caramel color skin, and then dark hair, and very, very brown eyes. And she has like smile wrinkles from always smiling. And she carries a collection of pouches on her robes that wear some kind of symbol that most of you would recognize as one of the clans of the dwarven keep, and it's got like a healing poultice sort of imagery to it. And she runs up to Aurora.
Aurora would kneel down almost, pretty much. And just grab her and put her head on her chest and just stay there for a moment. I've missed you.
I've missed you too. I can't believe I'm actually seeing you. Is that okay?
It's gonna have to be now.
Okay. There's a lot to talk about. What's going on?
Brianna's dead.
What?
She's been dealing with some necromancy or something. We have her stuff from her office. We're gonna go through it and try to give Grandma as much evidence as possible to bring to council.
Okay. I'm here to help. There's
These are my friends.
Hello, friends. I'm Tatiana. Are you okay?
This is Pim Pam.
Hello, Pim Pam.
Hey.
You know Pim Pam, the baby.
Oh,
Yes.
you have seen a lot, little one. She looks up at you. It is nice to meet you. I've heard many things about you in Aurora's letters.
This is my cousin. I'll let him introduce himself.
He doesn't say it.
Oh!
No, he just holds out his hand. No, thank you. He can't. He's hurt. He's scared to say his name now. So I think it'll have to take some trust before it happens.
Oh no. Poor
Hello.
Pim Pam.
This is Quinn,
Quinn. Yes, my name's Quinn.
Nice to meet you, Quinn.
our Kira. Kind of
Ah,
connection.
yes. Fascinating.
This is Brick.
The golem. That's what the
Golem.
meter calls you.
I prefer that.
Interesting. It is good to meet you. It is good to meet all of you. Finally. I've heard so much. Thank you for being with Aurora. I wish I could have joined you, but it has been busy in my homeland as well.
We're gonna fix that.
I don't know.
We've been working. The plants are growing.
Yes. Lady Greenwood was telling me that is amazing. I will definitely have to. I was speaking with Mary Murray. Ah, she must be your sister then, yes.
Yes.
God, she is wonderful. I've been speaking with her, but who knows how long it will take if we can somehow translate that to the dwarven bodies that have been affected, and now these people. It's spreading. It's not good. I've never seen anything like it before. There's nothing you can do. No healing magic that I've ever studied that I could ever find has been able to do anything. I think actually some plates are gonna break when you're talking about that, and Tom's gonna start calling for help.
Roar's running.
You'll find he's holding Gwen, and she's just staring blankly forward. I don't know what happened. Lady Aurora, she just stopped.
Tatiana!
Tatiana, don't come running. Put her. Let's get her comfortable. Set her down. Let me have a look. Has she been having trouble with like this before?
She's been zoning out. She's been losing memory.
It's so strange. We'll come back as you guys are gonna get Gwen comfortable, and pop back to you guys.
Quinn would be there, I think. with
Okay.
her.
Wouldn't we all? I feel like we all would be.
Okay, if you want to, sure.
Yeah. I don't see Brooke doing anything else.
You'll get Gwen comfortable and seated, but she's not having any response to anything.
Is this it? Is this what you're talking about?
This is it. Oh, she's gonna start doing some things like playing with her eyes. She's gonna pull out some spell scripts and be reading them off. Yeah, this is the same. I don't understand. I visited several people here in Brady, and they're all being affected. I just can't figure it out. I can't figure out why certain people are falling prey to this and others aren't. I don't know.
Can Quinn talk to his mom?
Sure.
And ask if there's anything that he can do or anything that she can do?
In the Whisper of the Wild using, she would say no.
No to both? She can't do anything either?
You would get. Yeah, we can. Let's play narrative a little bit too on that. They're lost.
What do you mean they're lost? She's right here.
No, that's just her shell. Who she was is taken.
Taken? Where from? Who took her? Where did they go?
We don't know.
Why not?
I don't know everything, my son.
Have you been seeing this everywhere too?
Yes.
What's the connection then? Is this the blight?
Yes. Emptiness. Something takes. It's everywhere, and it's spreading.
Is it darkness? Are the ghouls involved? Do you see anything when it happens?
No, it's just like a blank spot appears. My sister sees it too. There's a war. There's a war in the Sea of Stars, and she fears she is not winning. Even the dead are being taken.
Her soul is being taken while she's still alive? How is that possible?
We don't know. That's probably all you'll be able to sustain.
Sure.
I think Pim Pam will just sort of like slip over next to Aurora and just give her wrist a squeeze in support, and then just sort of sit close by, probably like shoulder up against you, but still kind of tucked out of the way.
Aurora will hold her hand too.
Okay.
Is to Ajax, Brooke would say, Ajax, is there some kind of scan we can do? Is there something to look at?
I don't know, Commander. We are not equipped with anything more than the basic medical supplies. I can monitor everything about you, but not someone else. Not without some kind of equipment to connect to. I don't know, this... Well, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I think...
When I was in the Sea of Stars, I did see spores, fungi spores, right?
Mm-hmm. The Gwals that you saw had that look.
The Gwals in death that were taking people, they have fungus spores on them, and I heard screaming and wailing of thousands of people. These Gwals are not the way that they're supposed to be. It's like they're corrupted by something. But I wish I knew what it was. Let's go over the evidence. We need to figure out the next steps. Keep Gwen comfortable. Bring her to her room.
I will take care of it, my lady. Tom and Tatiana will work on getting her settled.
Brick will stare at her for, if they're taking her away or something, just stare at her for a few long seconds before shifting back to the group.
Okay.
We're just gonna pull out the stuff that she did get. I got some letters, a love letter, looks like.
To herself?
Yeah, it's a love letter. No. And a ledger and a black book. Let's see. I guess.
Does Pim Pam actually hand that to me?
So the ledger, there's money that flows split between estate upkeep, shipping and processing of Energy Tower and Creation Tower, Entropy Tower project, and donations to Prodi Institute and White Dragon Faith. But there are large sums, multiple times, routine to the 𝒔𝒂𝒂 family for transportation and supplier management services.
Yeah, supplier management services apparently is some cave slaves group. It's going to the 𝑑𝒐𝒏𝒄𝒂 dwarf family and some group of cave slaves.
Oh.
And then some part of the money is going to 𝑑𝒐𝒏𝒄𝒂 and payment to Defiant Riot and other mercenaries.
Did you say Nosneski?
Yeah, the 𝒔𝒂𝒂 services funds from that is going to the 𝑑𝒐𝒏𝒄𝒂.
I do not understand, but I do not like it.
This love letters from Adric Vosneski to Brianna. References the cave slaves as hired goblins.
What?
And it says how the 𝒔𝒂𝒂 family is helping with the project at Entropy Tower and is stopping Kamenov family from gaining 𝒂𝒅 help.
Well, that explains a lot. And it is not good. The Vosneskis, the father and his two sons, twins, they came back from 𝒂𝒅, and they had some kind of variation of the map that you sent to Tatiana. And they have been pushing back on everything we have tried to do. They want the Utkins sent back. They want Tatiana's clan sent back, banished, saying they're a waste of resources. They say the goblins won't stop them, that they have this map. We tried to say that we have the real one, but their claims were strong, and they always seem to be successful against the goblin skirmishes that have been happening more recently.
Because they're paying them.
It seems so. Why are they connected with Adley, though? I do not know. I do not understand. I do not like this at all. That is not good. But knowing this, proof of this, that could make a difference for the clans. Working with goblins. I cannot believe that.
It sounds like Brianna was involved with 𝒔𝒂𝒂's jewel. And the Welsven. I got a will and testament here. White Dragon gets everything. If she's dead. Which...
Well, she's tied to the White Dragon. She's tied to 𝒏𝒄𝒄. What will this do to them if they're connected to the necromancy?
That I do not know. That will have to be played out between them. Although if 𝒏𝒄𝒄's name is all over everything, perhaps it is just some kind of game he is playing.
Demeanor, all of this stinks.
I agree.
Everything. The Hrineson, the council, everything.
Yes, they have been causing a lot of trouble back home, too. And they have... Now I see why, I think. But they have been on Wozniacki's side. I don't know. I will definitely bring this back. Perhaps it can change things for the better back
Brianna
home.
looks like she's trying to... 𝒏𝒄𝒄's gonna take out the current high seat.
For...
What?
It's going to take out the high seat.
That's what this black book says. 𝒏𝒄𝒄's looking for a team to take out the current high seat.
Well...
The current one or the one?
Is this current?
The one that we knew.
Based on the dates in there, it would be the current high seat.
The current, yeah. Right now.
So then is it 𝒏𝒄𝒄 that is the one behind all of this? For if the White Dragon Faith gets all of Adley Estate, perhaps he was planning on killing her too eventually. He'd become high seat,
Won't he be there?
I would think so. At the council.
And all the Hrineson? What's gonna stop them from killing everybody while this is being talked about?
I don't know that they would want to kill everybody. Do you think?
They were just the White Dragon, the Hrineson and 𝒏𝒄𝒄 were just connected to necromancy and the 𝒔𝒂𝒔 jewel and everything. How would you not?
I don't know. Is it just 𝒏𝒄𝒄 or is it all the Hrineson?
Well, isn't that?
It's that Dardanos that is really the captain. I think 𝒏𝒄𝒄 started the faction, if I understand right.
Dardanos is.
Yes,
It's the same thing.
I can't imagine. This is granted with all this happened. I can't imagine they would take it against all the families. The Greenwoods, the Thorns. I suppose the Adleys are in a disarray, but it seems they play a more subtle game, I would think. But it seems you know him better than I do. I only know I do not like him.
Speaking of Dardanos, I spoke to Valak again.
What?
When I was in death.
Just no.
No, back in the room.
Well, that
I couldn't get out.
Valak was in death.
Yeah, well,
Valak's with you.
he's been haunting me since back in Avisen.
Why?
I think I told you he thinks that we can rule together or something and take out these necromancers, or he's really messed up.
You're gonna feel fur brush against your legs. His mind is broken, I am sure. Malik appears.
He wants something from Iliad.
From Iliad.
From Iliad. I don't even know what it is.
Where is he?
Where is
I
it?
don't know. I haven't seen Iliad. But I think he has a thing for me. So
Nice.
Okay.
Be careful, Aurora. Keep focusing on keeping yourself hidden.
well, Quinn was the one able to keep me hidden. I can't really do it myself yet.
You can. You are doing it. There was a lot going on, I'm sure that's why you lost concentration. Also with this whole situation with the Gwals. I don't like it.
Anyways, he has something going on in the background, and I don't like it.
But he was right there with one of the necromancers, with the eyes.
He has never had a love for them, nor
But
they him.
He was with them. He's got to know something. And if he wants Iliad, then it can't be for
yes.
nothing.
He knows something
He's the
for sure.
son of the eyes and brain.
The mouth.
The mouth and brain.
Yes.
And they're still out there.
Yeah, Pam's gonna write home real quick. Just 2 words. Where's Iliad? Home, I think only his grandfather and triplets.
Right. Would Kari have written anything home?
I mean, I presume that she would have. But her letters don't go home.
Right.
Her letters go to herself. So no.
So you'd probably get back. Kari's looking for him.
So what are our options? We gotta find Iliad at some point. He's not safe. And obviously, he has something important. We're not safe here. We're never going to be safe here.
This information has to come out somehow. Can your grandmother take this to the council?
Yes, yeah, of course. She's great at these
Will
things.
she be safe?
Oh, yeah, she'll be safe.
Okay. Well, then, will that be it then? 𝒔𝒪 will be detained. The Hreinson will be disbanded. Like, is that is that what's gonna happen?
Look, I'm not the most optimistic guy, but I gotta say none of this looks good.
That there's a lot of proof against him. I assume he will either try to run or not go out quietly. I don't know.
Speaking of running, I'd really like not to be hunted now.
Not hunted anymore. We're under house arrest, so. And it's quite comfortable.
I got you.
I don't know how long we can do this.
I was just thinking, Quinn, if you could help me, maybe.
Me? What
I
can
think
do?
so. Valak said I need to go back into my memories. Or into the future, to see into the future, to see what's going to happen. And
can I
I
do
just
that?
feel like you could help.
Wouldn't grandfather be a better one to help you with going to the future? How can I help you?
I don't know. I feel like you're good at this stuff.
I mean, I'll try. I don't know what to do. I can talk to a hero, I suppose, and see if there's anything he can do to help me out. You need to go
I'm supposed to look into the future, and he said he thinks this future is great. And I just don't see. I don't think it will be the same.
Who's telling you this?
Valak?
Valak is telling you the future will be great?
Well, if it's great, then it's terrible because he killed my parents, so.
Yeah, I mean, let me think about it. I'm not sure what to do, so give me some time, I suppose.
With
Do you wanna
Malik's
do
around?
that? Yeah, Malik's here.
I think so.
Sure. Be rolling prescience.
Oh, right.
So Quinn could like bolster.
I thought, yeah.
Can I? So I would use, I would use divine insight for our hero, and essentially through the wisdom of their counsel, and
It'll be Odin. who we
Odin.
talk to, of
Yep.
course.
Yep. And essentially determine the future in some way, determine the future by looking at the past. Looking at how Valak came about, the paths and choices that he would have made or has made, or the people have made choices for him, being able to look at the history of Valak to be able to see what type of future he could possibly come up with. If that makes sense.
Can Brick also like use his presence to give her an advantage? And just tell her like with Quinn doing stuff because he already went through it.
Yeah.
And it's like
Oh, yeah.
just let him do his thing and try to ignore him.
Well said.
Okay. Yeah. So advantage from Brick.
Pim Pam's gonna just be keeping close and trying to just be encouraging for Aurora. Probably just that, mostly that proximity. Yeah. You got this.
Yeah, it's just the future. Be fine. I think I'm good at my legend.
All right.
I want to keep an extra dice. So it's just prescience.
Yeah, and you'll have one advantage from everybody in the party.
Okay. Yes. Legend point. Jeez Louise. One of these better explode. And they didn't.
Oh,
Oh, thank you. Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, thank
Thank you, Alex.
keep this
Everybody
one
roll
though.
a D4.
26.
What's 3?
3 is lucky.
How many?
Son of a
Force
gun!
choose.
Oh, he gets to
Keep
keep
Lucky
two.
D20.
Yes.
Reroll. Yep, you're keeping an extra die. Plus
33.
1.
All right. Yes. No.
That's 25. Yeah. 32. 32, 33, yes.
33. Okay.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, and everyone roll D4 if you have
Good
it.
job. Yeah, she got a 19 on the D20.
I did.
Yeah,
Nice.
All right.
I'm gonna choose a bonus D20.
All right. Oh, man. Let's see.
You get to roll the D20. Because you use the legend point.
Oh. What's 2? I'm sorry.
Reroll.
Reroll. I love rerolls.
Got lucky.
What's your favorite?
Sorry, I'm just checking something in the Archelon.
Oh, I have it.
Okay, interesting. Okay. So, you're wanting to specifically gaze at what Valak saw. Try to see what he was
Well,
seeing.
I want to see what he saw, but I also want to, because I don't think that that's what it is. So I want to see what I actually think it will be. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Oh man, you guys put me on the spot. Let's
I'm
do this.
sorry, bud.
Give it to us, boy!
That's right. That's what happened. So we're
Come
gonna
on, boy!
Yeah. We're going to start with Odin as Quinn asks the Archelon.
So Quinn closes his eyes. So I'll need you to lay down.
As is tradition.
As a tradition. His hand goes.
Snow White it.
That's it. That's it. Keep the darkness to a minimum. Starts so long.
Right there is when Brick says, just try to ignore him.
Hands over your face. There's a quick bite of an apple as he puts it away. And for you watching, his crystal glows in his forehead, and all of a sudden crystal wings start to grow from his back. And they keep growing, and they start to kind of envelop both of them. Right? Not in a cocoon type of way, but they're just covering both of them. And it's the Arc Hero, it's Odin, it's his wings coming around and being able to just encase them in that energy and that thought. And so it's him speaking through Quinn to Aurora through their connection, through their mind. And so being able to at least get that history, that energy to be able to get her to do what she needs to do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So you'll hear the voice of Odin speaking. Long have I looked both into the past and the future, seeking answers. I have seen Arc Hero's final day as he floats upon the waters toward the White Eye. Let us seek that once again together. Focus. There upon that deserted shore, bright glory I at last abandoned. Wings a-tremble with dread and cold, through icy waters dry as bone. Ymir reflected still and calm, trampled, rippled foot and claw. Sweet voices from afar do call, and current takes me further on. The white eye ceaseless over all does watch, the shepherd's great guide me gently on. As through each ring I pass, cute does slowly shed, and weight of lives long told drift on their way. Unceasing flow at last is true, melody deep and bright and old. Soft light does pierce through feather and bone, reveals deep places to eye even unknown. At the final ring I come and lay before her feet, her throne. With gentle power of voice she resounds. I am the white eye that watches.
I am the hand of doom.
Rest now, O weary soul, and receive thy judgment due. And his voice turns into Marosha's voice, and you get a vision of seeing Arc Hero floating on death, at peace. And then Marosha looks up at you and reaches and pulls for you, and you hear the ticking from one of the flowers. And you start to see the Sea of Stars spread out vast, and you get this overview almost of this giant Sea of Stars with the rings, and you can see each ring leading deeper to the final. But there's a war going on, and you see points of it where there's just darkness and emptiness, and things getting just sucked away. You see Valak standing, smiling, holding something. and a huge, massive shadow in front of him. And with joy, he strikes into it with whatever it is he's holding. And you feel him breaking it, and he is just awash as this like dark, shadowy blood is pouring over him. And he reaches his hand out, looking right at you, and reaches for you.
Can she
react?
tell what the shadowy thing was that he was destroying?
Yeah, if I was going to see if you wanted to say anything in that moment. No, you're good. That's a good question because it helps adjust what I'm going to do.
I'm imagining that like she's just seeing what he was envisioning, so she's going to grab his hand.
Okay. Very cool.
And smile.
Nice. Okay, so as you do that, he takes your hand and the shadows start pouring into him. And you get the sense that this was something powerful. Like something very old. And then you think about the words that he said and you realize it's 𝑛ahaziq himself. And Valak is seeing himself killing 𝑛ahaziq and stepping into 𝑛ahaziq's place. And as the cold is pouring in and he's holding you close to him, you can see the waters, the sea of stars is rippling like, it almost looks like fire with the water going on. And you can see the temporal realm is all burning and being cleansed with this green flame. Just, there's a vision of a field of wheat where all the wheat is different sizes. Some are tall and huge, some are wild and going everywhere. And there's just this fire that courses through and consumes all of it. And as it does, you see Valak is laughing in joy, but what he doesn't realize is the fire, this green fire that's consuming everything, starts to consume him too. And he is just in pure, it's almost becomes insane ecstasy as he keeps laughing as the fire consumes him. And you can feel it trying to consume you as well. And
What does Aurora's body look like on the outside?
it just looks like she's having a bad dream.
Okay.
I think her hair is definitely white too. She's cold to the touch. Probably she's starting to breathe heavily, and it's your breath is probably even icy. There's this whole iciness that's probably spreading across the couch.
Okay.
And we are going to hit another anti-legend point.
Oh. Was there
from when-
3?
There's 2 left.
What?
I only had 2.
This isn't yours.
Oh.
This is from when Quinn was trying to see some stuff in Brick's memory. There was a failed roll. Tiri applied Lucky retroactively, so that's going to come into effect too.
I don't remember.
As you start rushing up, you get to see what Quinn saw. That body laid out across this expanse. You feel like you're pulled up and up. You actually feel like there's this wind rushing underneath you that's pulling you up. That's just this rushing wind blowing past you that's lifting you up and up and up and up and trying to suck you in and to pull you up. And you're up beyond, above all the realms. You can see the Sylvan realms in there and in total. And you get that same glimpse that Quinn had of like Mukmahara diving in and out of the stream, and in the stream flowing and wrapping around and weaving through everything. And you get this sense of this body laid out across the void. And you feel this foreignness, almost like it's blinking and traveling through the void. And then, just like Quinn saw, across that body are the marks of some strange shaped clawed giant hand that crawls across the body and goes to and eat you alive. What are the words that Aurora's going to hear from Tiri that would help her in this moment? Sorry to call you out.
No. Oh.
Or it could be from Pim Pam. I'll let you decide. It's the luck of the 𝒕𝒗 coming into play.
You're thinking because Pim Pam is right there with her, and
Right.
part of that encouragement that she was talking about.
Yeah.
Music is so good.
Tabletop audio. Link in the description.
Yeah, I think that Pim Pam will see something in Aurora's face that she needs something more, of just a very bad and foreboding sense. And we'll lean in and whisper quietly, if it's a dark and terrible future that you're seeing, it's only what they want you to see. It's not the future that we're gonna make. Look for that one. That's what's really gonna happen. They choose not to see. They can't tell you what to see. We'll keep looking until we find it.
As you hear those words in that moment, you suddenly feel heavy and you're falling. And you see, just as Quinn did, as you guys, your minds are kind of connected right now, you see Brick falling. You feel like you're in Brick's body and you're falling, and crashing into the earth, shattering and standing up, and there's fire everywhere. And I think you see behind you everybody. Quinn, you see Iliad, you see Tiri, and Tajik, though you wouldn't know it's him. Standing, you see a Bohan standing against the fire. And that's when you wake up.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Did Quinn see all that too?
Yeah. I think so.
Okay.
So Aurora would take a moment to just look at Quinn.
Quinn's gonna be crying.
And then Aurora would look at Brick. You're from the sky.
Brick would just like a double take.
You fell down from the sky.
Farther than the sky.
Something's up there.
There's a lot up there.
It's blinking and floating, and there's something crawling all over it.
What do you mean?
Right? It's like a clawed being.
That's what you saw.
Okay.
Well, you saw as if you saw the handprints, as if something was clawing across that humanoid figure.
Okay.
It's a vision.
Something was clawing across it.
Commander. Ajax is just...
So, Valak wants to destroy 𝑑𝒐𝒏𝒄𝒂. But
More than that.
there's a green flame.
He's not destroying 𝑑𝒐𝒏𝒄𝒂 for the sake of everybody. He's destroying 𝑑𝒐𝒏𝒄𝒂 to become 𝑑𝒐𝒏𝒄𝒂. He just wants his own power. And I'm really hungry.
That was like the mightiest.
all these visions.
Archelon will glow, and the crystal will tingle to remind Quinn of
Dinner.
Also dinner. But the final portion of the 𝒂𝒂𝒂 where it speaks of the verdant flame, the green flame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know what this means. So this is supposed to be a happy thing, that he gets consumed and then kills the world.
If you remember, in the vision, he didn't know he was being consumed.
Oh, but he was really happy about it.
He was really happy, but didn't know he was being consumed.
Okay. So whatever Iliad has cannot get to Valak.
How did you know? What do you know about me?
I felt like I was you. I fell from the sky.
What do you mean you...
That might be my fault. She saw part of a vision that I had.
What vision?
You're connected to all of this. You're not here by accident.
What are you talking about?
Whatever's going on with this darkness, whatever's going on with 𝑑𝒐𝒏𝒄𝒂, whatever's going on with these necromancers, whatever's going on with the Blight or the 𝑽lsvin, with the 𝒂𝒐𝒂𝒏𝒄𝒂, with 𝑬𝒐𝒂𝒂, with 𝒂𝒑𝒂𝒂 dying and being reborn. You're involved somehow.
I'm involved in as much as I'm here.
You were involved, I think, maybe before you were here.
There is no way you could know that. There is no...
No, there's not. There's not, but... I only have the feelings and the visions that we have. And you were there before. None of this was here until you.
Are you saying this is my fault?
Of course not. I can't say it's your fault. But you're connected in the same way that I'm connected. In the same way that she's connected. Think about this. And in the same way that the great-granddaughter of the time stream god is sitting with us. Like, this can't be by accident.
Quinn, look at me. Everything you see here doesn't belong here. I'm not a part of this. This is not my story. No, there are no accidents because things just happen. Good or bad. I'm just here and I'm gonna figure out why, but I'm going home. This is not my story. These are not my people. Don't pull me in to some prophecy fust love. I'm going home. I don't belong here.
You can't undo something that's already happened. These don't have to be your people for it to be your story. Our job is to find a way to get you home. I already told you that's what I do.
Quinn, I know you think you're seeing things as big picture and all-encompassing, but you're one person experiencing something, and you could be seeing anything, okay? There is no guarantee. There's no objective truth that I am a part of anything that I should care about. And I think right there, Brick's flaw should break him down.
Yeah.
And I think you should have Memory 7.
All right. But first, this has been another fantastic episode of BombSquad and Avenue Studios production. I was really enjoying that. Thanks, guys. Do give us a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to follow the adventure. You can further support us and become a part of the ever-growing forest known as Avenue Studios by joining our locals or Patreon community. Save it for the bonus content. Doing so not only gives you access to bonus content, but you also gain access to our exclusive Discord where you can chat with us, play games, watch movies, join live streams, and so much more. Don't forget to check the links in the description below for the sound, music, and ambience that we use. And thank you so much for joining the adventure. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.